Just in case you ask me about the last.
Here we are.
Nothing on there.
It's on the other one.
There it is. Good evening, and welcome to this meeting of the Old Kings Highway Committee of the Town of Yarmouth, which is being held in accordance with Chapter 470 of the Acts of 1973 as amended. This is not on. Can you hear me all right? Okay.
Are they on?
At 7:15 p.m. on Monday, August 12, 2024, at the Yarmouth Town Hall Hearing Room located at 1146 Route 28, South Yarmouth. Moreover, pursuant to Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, considering certain COVID-19 measures, this meeting is being run in hybrid mode, by which I mean live participation. There may be some Zoom participation as well. Moreover, pursuant to Chapter 2 new applications for certificates of appropriateness and one new certificate of demolition. Actually, that one is not being heard tonight. So we're just going to hear the 2 applications for certificates of appropriateness this evening in the order listed on the agenda. Please be reminded that our committee's main purpose is to review items for appropriateness and setting, and it is the responsibility of the applicant to comply with the regulations of other town boards and departments, including building, conservation, engineering, health, zoning, and the sign inspector. You should know that there is a 10 calendar day appeal period starting once a decision is filed with the town clerk. Any person aggrieved by our decision tonight can appeal to the Regional Commission of the Old Kings Highway Historic District. Our office administrator, Lisa Sherman, will be happy to answer any questions you may have regarding this process. So, referencing process, our process here is to have the applicant and or the applicant's representative come before us at the table, speak into the microphone, identify yourself or yourselves, and state your application without comment or interruption by the committee or anyone else, either present or on Zoom. After which I will ask the committee for comments and questions, after which any members of the public, especially abutters, will be free to ask questions or make comments. So the first application on the agenda tonight is 24-A097. It's to replace garage doors, paint clapboards, replace doors, replace windows, new light fixtures, and a new deck at 73 Barnacle Road. Juniper Point LLC is the owner, and Brian Florence is the agent. And who do we have this evening?
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, committee members. My name is Brian Florence. I'm representing Juniper Point LLC. First, I'd like to thank you for your volunteer work that you do here. I've served on a local board for a municipality, and sometimes it's a thankless job, and people don't realize the amount of work and effort you folks put in, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So as you described, the project location is 73 Barnacle Road in Yarmouth Port. I have submitted a series of documents. First is a list of work tasks that we intend to do. And then there's a series of elevations that describe in detail what that work is going to be. If I may, I would just go through the list of work. On the front elevation, we propose to remove and replace the existing steel panel door like for like. Clapboard color change from white to Benjamin Moore Buckland blue. The front doors, changing the existing 6-panel to Craftsman style, or excuse me, Shaker style. It says Craftsman, but it's intended to be Shaker. And the color that we propose is black. We know that the committee in Old Kings would like to see less foundation exposure, so we'd like to install a small 4-foot by 12-foot retaining wall at the front of the house so that we can infill the front of the foundation and reduce the exposure. We want to remove the damaged exterior lighting fixtures that are unmatched and replace those with black lantern-style fixtures. Remove the damaged existing front steps and replace them with wood steps and balusters. Remove and replace the double-hung windows with 6/6. They're existing wood, We'd like to replace them with vinyl, 6/6 internal grill, and change the front grade to reduce the foundation exposure, as I said when I was talking about the retaining wall. On the rear elevation, we'd like to remove and replace the double hung windows that are wood with vinyl. Remove the rear slider at the bottom left-hand side of the structure and replace half of that with cement and siding and just have a single side hinge door. The sunroom has 6 sliders. We'd like to replace those and replace those with double hung windows and a half wall at the bottom. They're not very attractive with the sliders. Install pressure treated lattice beneath the addition where the deck is removed to reduce the exposed foundation. Remove the deck and replace it. I have a statement here where I've already done this part, replaced the damaged materials where we were trying to take the siding off, and we had to replace the studs, sill box, and sheathing. Those will be recovered with the sidewall and trim. There's a skylight in the back of the building. We'd like to replace that. It's got some water damage to it, so we want to replace it like for like. Install a 12/16 deck in the rear left of the dwelling. It's not visible from away, but Ms. Sherman advised that we put it on the application and get you folks the information pertaining to it. So we did that. On the right elevation, remove and replace the double hung windows. You can see, I listed the sliders again because you can see from the right elevation, you can see the sunroom. So replace those sliders, install pressure treated lattice. And then on the left side, we have a double hung window and a gable vent that we'd like to replace. They're damaged and rotted. And Mr. Chairman, through you, sir, I heard Ms. Ecker say that it would have been better if I had put the
No, not you. Yeah, not you.
the exemption stuff.
Not you.
Oh,
Just
okay.
for us to be aware.
Okay.
That's not
well,
your responsibility.
I actually was going to say that I thought about doing that, and I said, well, maybe that would confuse matters, so I didn't do that, but if there's another time, I will make
No,
sure
it's
that that's
it's
included.
just when I looked online about, the history of it, because when I looked at the house, well, I'll let you finish, when you're finished.
Actually, I'm quite done.
When I looked at the
Thank you.
house today, I'm going, well, wait a minute, there's no clapboard, so how can it's just changing the color. I didn't realize that it had already been approved, like for like, I'm replacing clapboard. So when I went back and looked at the previously approved exemption, then I understood what was going on.
Oh, okay, all right. My apologies, I didn't include
No, it's not your fault. That's not required.
Is that it?
Yes, sir,
Thank you. Very comprehensive presentation. Any comments or questions from the committee?
I'm wondering about you're eliminating the gable vent?
Yes, ma'am. They replaced the roof several years ago, and when they did, they put a ridge vent on there.
okay.
And so
It's
the
not
gable
needed.
vents are superfluous at this point.
Gotcha, okay.
So can I assume that this is the blue that you want to do the collaboration? Is that a good representation? It's a photocopy, but does anyone have the actual?
I don't have the actual,
Do you have the actual chip anywhere?
I don't.
I took that color off of the recommended list from Old Kings Highway.
Accurate, does that look like what it
Yeah,
looks
that's
like?
pretty
It's not
close. Is
just
that the
photocopy?
Ben Moore? You know what, I didn't give you a
Blue?
chip because does it say Buckland Blue?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one.
okay. So this was not, is this not a photocopy? This is the actual received color, not a photocopy, do you know?
I think I got it off the Benjamin Moore site.
Okay, thank you. Because I just want, just so we can be clear what the actual color looks like. And then the sides, so clapboards in the front, shingles on all other 3 sides, and those remain natural, is that what the
Natural,
plan is?
yes.
when we're talking about the exemption, I'm confused because we're changing the clapboards to the Buckland blue from the white. You're painting the clapboards that we previously approved, you're painting.
Yeah, what happened was I wanted to get work done, so I looked to see what was eligible for exemption, and I filed an exemption for that
Gotcha.
work so I could get my crews going. And then in the middle of it all, we decided we'd like to change the color of the claps to something with some color, and went with the Buckland blue as,
Thanks.
So will the trim still be white, like around the trim, around the windows, and the window grids will be black or white?
white.
Okay.
How about the shutters?
The shutters, I filed under an exemption for black.
So black on the blue.
Black on blue, yeah.
So on the windows, you said the window, the grids will be on the interior. On the spec sheet, it says between glass. So is it in between the glass?
That's what I meant,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
What are, sorry, I didn't get a chance to visit the house. The, it looks like shutters that are on either side of the bay window on the front elevation? Those are shutters?
Yes,
So they're gonna become black.
yes, ma'am.
Actually, nicer in the blue.
There's several examples of that throughout Old Kings Highway. It's a beautiful look. I actually did one.
With the blue and
with
the black?
blue and the black, yeah. I did one on High Head Road in Dennis.
Okay.
It's a beautiful combination.
Any other questions or comments from the committee? Any questions or comments from anyone who may be watching online? I don't think you gentlemen have questions or comments. You're here for the other application. Hearing none, I will entertain a motion.
Go ahead.
I move to approve
24.
24A097.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor of approving the application, please signify by saying aye.
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 And aye. Very good.
Thank you,
So, just before you leave, if you would be kind enough to come up and sign this document, which basically says if you intend to make any further changes, you'll let us know. Thank you very much.
Well done, Ryan. Thanks.
Are you the builder, architect? What is your role?
Owner, builder, architect,
Oh, you're the owner too?
the whole thing.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, my company, owns
You own the house?
it. Through my company, yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool.
And I just want to also compliment you folks and thank Ms. Sherman. She did a great job for us.
Isn't she wonderful?
Thank you.
We'll keep her around.
We're very lucky to have her.
Thank you.
Now, do we need, we don't need to make any amendments because of the shaker for the mist, okay. Typo.
Good.
It looks like Craftsman saw to me. I don't know. What's the difference, Bob?
I don't know.
What's the difference between Shaker and Craftsman on that door? It looked like a Craftsman saw to me.
Your imagine his neighbours are going to be very pleased. 'Cause it is
There is a difference, but whether there's
a life event change.
Oh, yeah, no, I can tell.
And they ring, there's 3 houses, 2 at the back and 1 to one side. They're nice. They'll be very pleased.
Good.
What's that orange thing?
That's my key.
That's a key?
And it's got a finder on it.
I need a finder on my phone.
Yeah, they have such things.
I know, I had a watch, but I never remembered to put the watch on.
It's a good reason to
remember to
keep
put
your
it on?
landline, so you can call your phone from your
I know
landline.
what time it is.
The phone?
Short night.
I need a watch. Did you have an Apple Watch?
Yeah, and I never used it.
You only use it for time?
I never used it for time either.
All sorts of things.
I used it for answering the phone and not, but it made sense just.
The next item on the agenda, in fact, the final item on tonight's agenda, is 24-A099. It's to replace a garage door with a double door with transom at 176 Cranberry Lane. Tom and Linda Simeon are the owners, and Donald Harkenrider is the agent, and I believe we have both Donald and Tom here this evening. So,
Hanging up here.
who wishes to present?
Yeah. Well, yeah, basically, it's pretty much what we said. We got approval for this overhead a month or so ago, and overhead door's not gonna work there because of a bylaw, so we gotta change it. And we're changing it to an atrium-style door, if
You
possible.
heard that from the planning department? Excuse me.
Say again?
I shouldn't have interrupted. Never mind. Continue. I should not have interrupted.
So the building department indicated that with a garage door, based on the size of the new renovation, I would be able to park 2 cars inside, which exceeds the limit in Yarmouth by 1. So by going to a smaller door, I can't get a car in, therefore it's okay.
Thank you. beg your pardon.
Are you done with the presentation? Any questions or comments from the committee?
Yes. So I'm trying to understand which door, because I know I went and looked at it today, and I wasn't looking at the previously approved addition. So the two garage doors that I'm looking at now, is it the leftmost one that you're changing, or the
We're not
right?
changing, no, there's a new addition going on the left side of the building.
Right.
Which doesn't exist.
Okay,
That addition will have a garage, will have a double door instead of a garage door.
so the two garage doors remaining,
They don't change,
so there's two garage doors in the gable end that are remaining.
right?
They're there now.
I could show you this here,
Okay,
explain it all.
thank you.
This is what we proposed before. This is existing.
All right,
This is
you want
new.
to add another one? The building department said no? The house next door, they got 5 garage doors.
Yeah, we know.
They also went to the zoning board for a variance.
Oh, okay.
It's just a bylaw that says.
Interesting.
We had other options. We could have went to Board of Appeals, but this, we want to keep the job moving.
Okay.
Okay?
And I'm fine with the change, so it works for
anyone-
what I'm doing.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
That was the original.
Right.
That we got approved.
So instead of that, they're putting in,
Right.
We reduced the size of the door from a 9 to a 6
yeah,
Yep.
because
it'll look nicer.
Do you need to see it, Paul?
No, I remember this.
Yeah, me too.
it's not a garage.
It's a nice street.
It's good to me.
Okay. Any questions or comments from the committee?
Nope.
I doubt there's anyone online, but I will ask the question. Not hearing anything from anyone else, I will entertain a motion for this application.
Move to approve 24-A099.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor of approval of the application signify by saying aye.
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 And aye. So,
Next to you.
Yes, it is.
Donald, I guess you're the one signing?
So the,
Yeah.
In case you want to make any further
curious,
changes?
The camper, in the driveway, is that, with that huge house or the one to the left?
So the camper's straight down.
Yeah.
They've been there for like 3 weeks. That's basically a summer rental.
Right here, Don.
So, sorry?
That's a summer rental. It's been there.
Camper?
Yeah, it's,
What's in the
no,
camper?
no, well, the house is a summer rental.
After the camper, not the big huge one.
No, right. So the big house is here.
Yeah, yeah. Then
There's the
camper
campers in that,
to
with
the
that other
left.
house on the left.
I wasn't sure which one the camper.
Yeah, and it's been there like 3 weeks. I don't know how long they're staying, but.
House to the right of the camper is
Nice to
massive.
see you again.
Yeah.
So soon.
Don't forget your keys.
Yeah.
You might not be, there you go. You did it.
Yes, I do.
Nice trick,
Very nice guy.
Bob.
Two-sided tape one of these things.
Oh, there you go. Bring a drill.
And I will second that Lisa does a great job.
Thank you.
Brad, no, tomorrow this is approved?
Get a raise.
Yes, I'll send you guys the paperwork.
All right, gentlemen,
and
thank
I will
you.
go into the
We're all set.
online system and approve it. So, yeah, you guys should be good to go. Yeah.
Absolutely, give her a raise.
Absolutely. She can have some of my pay.
Right. Thank you, good luck.
Good night.
I put my pen away too early, didn't I?
Okay, we need to approve the minutes of the July 22nd.
Mr. Chairman, can you table this third one, just in
I
case
guess
something,
you're
just so
right.
we have some sort
Okay,
of
so,
discussion on it?
item 3 on the agenda has requested that their item not be heard tonight, so we need to table that item. Do I hear a motion to table 24-D008?
So moved.
Seconded?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor of
Aye.
tabling signify by saying aye.
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 It's been tabled. Now, we need to approve the minutes of the July 22nd meeting.
Can I read them?
Move to approve the minutes of July 22nd, 2024.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 And aye. I will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
Have an appeal? Do we need to talk
We're
about
not, it's not on the agenda.
Move to adjourn.
Second?
it? Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor of adjourning signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And aye. Thank you all.
Excellent.